What's up, tankers? My name is Ben and welcome to another Beard Guys World of Tanks Console Edition replay. Today we have a very special video for you, and it is special for a number of reasons. Firstly, it features the Chieftain Mk.6, the brand new tier 10 British heavy tank on World of Tanks Console Edition. Number 2, it features one of the highest damage replays we have ever put on our channel, and one of my highest damage games I've ever had. And most importantly, number 3, today is the 2-year anniversary of the Beard Guys YouTube channel. That's right, we have a cake. Happy birthday to us. Hopefully that doesn't set off my smoke alarm. So the Chieftain Mk.6 has just dropped on World of Tanks Console Edition, and it is an absolute beast of a machine. It's not a replacement, it's come in as a new additional tier 10 along with the FV, and it packs a pretty ridiculous gun. It can dish out 400 average damage with its standard AP rounds, well, its APCR rounds rather, that it carries as standard, and that comes with 270 pen and 7.27 rounds a minute, which is pretty crazy. If you pop all that into the DPM calculator along with the gun rammer that I'm running, the BIA that I have on this, and the vents that I'm running, it gives you something around the 3,600 DPM mark with 270 pen at tier 10 is pretty outrageous for a heavy tank. It moves very quickly. It's a lot more like a sort of heavy medium than a heavy tank, really, a lot like the E5 is. Now, sadly, Lammy isn't here tonight to be with us to celebrate the Beard Guy's birthday, but he is here in spirit and also on my t-shirt. So I'm going to cut myself a slice of cake, maybe 2, so I can have one for Lammy as well, and we'll grab some Prosecco and we'll get on with the replay. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not already and you want to see some more of this stuff. We really appreciate that. So here we are with the action, and you can see we're on Live Oaks. We've decided to push over to the railway line. A little bit of a different kind of method to these games these days. They recently updated Live Oaks on Console Edition so that the swamp in the middle was a bit more traversable. Before it was pretty watery and pretty hard to get across. Also, I'm platoon up with a few friends of mine here. Let's just take a little shot on the move. Nice shot on the T61s. One of the things that this tank seems to do really well at is its gun handling, its shoot on the move. So we've got a nice shot on that first dude, then a nice shot on the IS-7. We've managed to get 2 shots away there that in most tanks I wouldn't have thought had much chance of hitting them at all, especially penning on that IS-7 there. So you can see I'm platooned up in a 5-man platoon here. We've got who have we got? We've got Jack, we've got Crank, we've got Lammy, and we've got Chewy as well. So we try a couple of shots through the railway tracks there to no avail, but we give it a go, get tracked in return, but we're not in too savage a position, so we hang on to that repair kit. Realise Type 61 here is just completely YOLO round. That's the same guy that we shot at the beginning, and he is completely taken out of the game. As sadly is Cranky, one of my platoon mates. Now at this stage it felt like they were just totally rushing around. I thought we were going to get overwhelmed because you kind of assume when people are rushing that they have a huge numerical advantage, but I don't think they really did here. It worried me for a second, but I think they suddenly realised that it was a pretty stupid move. Certainly that Type 61 got absolutely ruined. They do have some nasty tanks around there. They've got an E5, they've got a Waffle, they've got an IS-7 and a few more guys back there. So we're going to have to play a bit of a long game here. We've got Lammy in his Death Star who's going to put the willies up anyone who wants to try and come around this corner. So they're going to be very cautious, which is nice. Try and find a shot into the turret, the hatch of the E5, which goes in very nicely. And that'll be the last one that does, as you will see from now on. I'm not sure how many shots I go on to bounce off this guy's commander's hatch, but it is more than a couple. There we go, that's the second one bounced. Recently got changed or buffed, I guess, to the equivalent to what they have on PC at the moment, where it has very nice armor on its cupola. That we push out Lamb, YOLO's the I-7 because he was getting bored. Why not? And distracts him long enough for me to be able to go up there and put a nice shot into his lower plate. Oh, bit of twitch there, and we can put a kill shot in as well. Expose ourselves a little bit to the E5, but managed to unfortunately not quite back up enough, and he gets to put a shot in. Looks like that damaged my viewport, so I guess that went in on the upper hull or on the turret somewhere, wherever the viewport is on this thing. But generally, been finding doing pretty well in this tank by another bounce on the hatch. I've been finding doing pretty well in this thing by trying to use the gun depression and stay down, hold down as much as possible. You can see here I'm a little bit restricted by the little bit of flat ground that I'm on here, but I'm doing my best to try and stay hold down where possible, or at least minimise the shots he has onto my hull. We eat another shot there. I'm not doing amazingly at the moment, but we're hanging in there. We still got a Death Star hanging around. There we go. Finally misses a shot. And over on the other side of the map, looks like it's pretty even as well. We're 3 all on the teams. We've got 6 damaging shots. Nothing too crazy yet, but we're having a nice little battle. There we go. Finally the E5 decides to make things easy for me. Maybe he got annoyed with me putting so many dents in his commander's hatch. He thought he'd let me just put one massive hole into his lower plate, and we just aim one into his little viewport. Sadly doesn't actually do any damage, but you know, worth a crack. Should we try one more? Why not? Oh, and we missed that one. Well, at least we didn't bounce, I suppose, and he bounces one off of my turret in return, which I can only be grateful for. There we go, nice little shot into the VK-45. The aim time on this is very quick. It aims in very nicely. It reloads very quickly. Hey, thank you, Lammy. And the gun I found to be absolutely devastating. It's great firing on the move. It's great for aiming quickly. It's great for snapshots. It's just an all-round excellent gun. But there we go. This makes things a bit more interesting. There's there's the enemy E4 on full health. First shot goes into my tracks hilariously. Try and aim one in on the tracks, but he got around the corner, so we just fired one anyway to the side of his turret. A little bit ambitious, as that was never going to go through, but there we go. T-44 up on the ridge, see if we can get a cheap shot on him while he thinks we're not paying attention. Now this E4 is where I thought was going to end my game. I thought surely there's no way I can take on this full health E4 unless Lammy and the Death Star managed to hit him for a big amount of damage. And he's not going to do that because he just got killed by the Conqueror. So the E4 is going to push round. We'll put one into the side of him. He fires and he bounces. I don't know where they hit. It didn't hit my tracks. It just actually bounced. It looked like it was down on the hull somewhere, but maybe it is right on the front of the lower part of the turrets. I don't know. There's nowhere he could have bounced on the hull, but we managed to put one into his side, then one into his hatch, and bring him down to under half health. He has not actually done any damage yet. Oh, and he shoots one into the dirt. One more into his hatch. If only he had this sort of hatch on the E5, that guy would have been dead a long, long time ago. And then we put a kill shot into the E4. Full health E4, taken down without losing any health, no problem. So it's 8-9 on the scoreboard, so the teams still 1 or 2 tanks to kill over here, but nothing too serious. We're on 13 damaging shots. We're actually 4v5 now, but there's the enemy Conqueror with his back to us. Line the shot up, finish him off. Just leaves the T-44 over here, but it is going to be a pretty tight one. I'm not really sure what we've got on our team over on the other side of the map. And not really certain at the moment if the enemy are going to try and push on our cap and on our flag and cap it, or if they're going to try and come and engage us. There's the enemy T-44. Not going to be too much of an issue, but I don't want to lose cheap hit points. Put one into him. He misses. And bang, easy kill shot. Don't lose any more health. So we're on a nice little streak now. We haven't been damaged for a little while. We've dished out quite a bit of punishment, and we are 3 on 3 and 5 kills. Decide to push back towards my flag. I feel like we might as well go with the safer option and head back via our flag. It's kind of a win-win situation. If they are attacking our flag, then we'll be able to defend it. And if they're not attacking our flag and they're going the other way to try and intercept us, then we'll come around and we'll find them anyway and hit them from the rear. You'll also notice this tank's pretty mobile for a heavy tank, as you kind of get with those heavy mediums in the game, like the E5. It moves around the battlefield very nicely. I haven't got too crazy a crew on this. I think it's got 4 skills. It's actually the crew from the Snakebite, so it's got the whatever that weird crew skill you got from that is. That gives you, I think it's a slightly increased, oh, here's the T-30, slightly increased your shooting on the move. Oh, really unlucky with the T-30. Hits his tracks. Assume I'm going to get spotted straight away, but somehow this guy doesn't spot me. I don't know if he's running a really crappy crew or something, but what were we, 360 meters away or something there with no bush? No bush. And didn't get spotted at all. I was side on You can see that's why I started turning straight away once I fired that quick shot, and that's why I didn't aim it in properly, was assuming I'd get spotted and shot, but no, somehow the T-30 completely sucked at spotting me out. And we're able to take him down pretty swiftly with the help of my teammate in the Jagdtiger there. So the whole armor leaves a lot to be desired in this tank. You're going to get penned very reliably there, but turret armor can be very, very nice indeed. And as you see at the end of this game, we got a pretty nice amount of block damage, as well as the punishment we're able to dish out with this gun. There we go. There's the enemy STI. I feel a little exposed here. We go for a shot because he's side on. Unfortunately, we bounce that one, or it damages his tracks, I think. But decide to put one more in if we can. Hit him. He goes. He fires, and I know that I'm going to beat his reload. So we'll just sit here, calmly aim in the shot, and see if we can finish him. There we go. He's taken down as well. And just look at that gun. It is just unbelievably good. It beats the reload of most other tier 10 tanks that you come across. It's got good pen, it's got good accuracy, it's got good aim time, and it packs a nice bit of alpha damage. And now we're on 19 damaging ribbons, we're on 6 kills, and it's 3 of us versus an IS-3. He is on full health, but this guy is going to be no problem at all. Even if he's firing full prem, we know we can absolutely DPM the hell out of this guy, and he's got no chance. But let's drive over there and see what we can do, and then we'll have a look at the post-battle results. So it's definitely been one of the most fun tanks I've played for a long time. I spent a lot of free XP getting this. We were trying to get access to a press account so we could get some footage of it, but unfortunately that wasn't something Wargame were able to do for us. So there you go. We sunk a bunch of our hard-earned beard cash and got some free XP, and I unlocked it. And no regrets really. It's been great fun. No, what better thing to spend the YouTube monies on than getting some outrageous tank that we can put footage up of. But yeah, it's been really, really fun. I've probably played 30 or so games in it. There we go. IS-3 absolutely ruined. No chance at all. And we managed to get a bunch more damage on him just to add to the pot, which is already fairly hefty indeed. So let's take a look. What do we get? 150,000 silver. There was a few ops on that. I'm not sure what they were. I think there was a times 1.25, maybe a times 1.5. But I digress. We also got a Devastator for the 7 kills. We've got a Steel Wall, obviously the Top Gun as well, and 8,098 damage, 3,380 blocked, and 1,274 assisted. So a very solid round from 22 pens. Only a first class mastery, not a mastery badge. Sadly, I wasn't playing it on day one, like you might have seen in QB's replay. I think he got a mastery badge off about 1,600 XP. Sadly, now it's a few days old. They've got a little bit tougher to get, so 1908 didn't get mastery. So it'd be interesting to see what the mastery threshold is now. I'd guess it'd be somewhere maybe in the 2,000, 2,100, that sort of range. They tend to be a bit lower at tier 10 because you earn less XP because you're not shooting anyone above your tier, obviously. But there you go. That is a nice game in the Chieftain. Thank you to my platoon mates for playing with me. I assure you I wasn't that impressive in every game that we played. I just got very lucky. But yeah, very pleased to have gotten that game. It's one of those ones that doesn't come around very often. And I was really excited about giving you guys some good Chieftain footage. And obviously we spent quite a lot of money free XPing me up to tier 10. So it's nice to be able to show you guys something really good and not have to cop out and just throw down like a 5k damage replay or something a little bit uninspiring like that. But there you go, nice one. Well, hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did enjoy it, feel free to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. My name's Ben, we're the Beard Guys, and I'll see you next time.